I am not a guru who just preaches or wears saffron robes. I do not wish to have thousands of disciples wandering about with me. I am only trying to guide the people onto the right path from which they have deviated. You too have gone astray. This is why I am trying to make you realize that our relation is not merely physical. It is in fact a union of two souls. You are not my son, neither am I your father. You are neither my brother nor my relative. You are a part of my soul. You are a manifestation of my soul. And when I see you wandering about aimlessly towards a desert, I call out to you to tell you that this is not your path. Each time you have realized that you are a drop which has to reach the ocean, but each time you have allowed yourself to be blown away towards the desert where you perished. And each time I have had to think why this drop is not realizing that the true joy of life lies in colliding with the Himalayas, or why each time this drop falls in the scorching desert sand and embraces death. But this time I will not let this happen. I won't let this cycle repeat itself. I won't let death touch you, because this time you won't hold my finger, rather I shall hold your hand. This time, if I have to, I shall even drag you onto this path and make you realize your true goal. I shall myself face all the obstacles which shall appear on the way and shall drag you to the final goal. And I shall do this because taking birth and dying again and again is not the way to achieve joy and divinity. But unfortunately, you are choosing this path of mortality in every life, and I have to explain to you everything from the beginning each time you do so. But now the time is very less. Hence I am instilling into you a new conscience, a new knowledge, a new spirit in the form of a thought that you do not have to slow down or stop in this life. You do not have to become infatuated, rather you have to realize your true self. You do not have to reach the desert, rather you have to fly to the Himalayas. This time I won't let you follow the path of death. This time I want to purify your blood. I shall surely do it, rather I am doing it now. For the first time I have taken hold of your hand, I have pulled you towards me, and I have tried to bring you closer to my life. I have seen death snatching you away from life 25 times. I shouted and called out to you to come back 500 times. But I think you are deaf and cannot hear my voice. You cannot hear anything, the sound of the ocean waves or the gentle whispering of the wind. The obstacles, the problems, the worries around you are restraining you from moving towards true joy. And this is because the basis of your thinking and your life are passions, and they keep pushing you towards death. With my open arms, I am instilling a divine conscience into your soul. I am a fragrant breeze and I am ready to fill your soul with totality. Hence forget about everything and breathe deeply. I wish to enter into your soul, hence open up your arms and let the Guru in the form of a breeze merge into your body, your soul and your thoughts. You are my disciple and I am your Guru. Hence I am ready to fuse my soul with your conscience. This coming together of two souls is the most astounding practice in the entire universe. This is the first step to a divine life. After Buddha, this practice shall occur for the first time, because after Buddha, all gurus just offered their fingers for the disciples to hold on. They themselves kept moving forward and asked the disciples to follow them. But I do not wish to do this because you are not able to keep up with my fast steps and you tend to lag behind. Hence I am not going to preach any Shastra. I will not give any Guru Mantra to you, and neither shall I give you any knowledge or divine enlightenment, because I do not wish you to wander about aimlessly. For the first time, I wish you to stand up in revolt. I want you to completely transform your lives. I want to teach you how to create a revolution. I want to show you the path, treading on which you can reach a level where the entire world shall be in your feet. It is a path where you shall achieve totality by passing through rigorous tests. And this you shall do by developing a spiritual strength. You cannot be a true disciple, true father or a son by living in misery. Weakness of mind and body cannot lead you to the true goal of life. Hence you have to create an explosion in your own self, in your soul, so that you can be filled with perpetual energy. Only then shall you be able to realize the right moment in your life. And this right moment is now here. In each life, there has been a war going on between you and me. Each time there has been a conflict because you kept choosing the wrong path and I kept warning you against it. But you remained unmoved. I believed that you have a conscience, but no, you are nothing but a rock. I had thought that you have a soul, but you turned out to be a mound of clay. I wished to give you the form of a pot, a lamp, but you are adamant to remain as clay. Hence I am giving you the new mantra, and this mantra is of revolt, of rebellion, of creating an explosion. This is the key to staking everything you have in life and achieving totality. This is the process of jumping high. And when you jump high, when you create an explosion, when you raise your conscience to great spiritual heights, you shall become a disciple in the true sense. You will not find any guru who can initiate such a process in your life. You may meet gurus who feel happy in having thousands of followers, who wear saffron robes, live in hermitages and try to show others how great they are. But you do not have to get attracted by their dazzle. I will not let this happen because in each life I have listened to your words and let you go your way. But this time I won't pay any heed to what you say. I have taken hold of your hand and now I cannot leave it. And neither shall I let you go because it is my duty to pull you towards me. This struggle has been going on for the past 2500 years in each of your past 25 lives, and now it has to reach its climax. Buddha had said, "Do not walk after me, for you shall attain totality only when I catch hold of your hands." And this is what I am now saying to you. I have seen you following me. You follow me and then tend to change your path. When you walk after me, you tend to get entangled in worldly illusions and infatuations, and thus you move towards death. And then I have to again think deeply on how to instill divinity and knowledge into you. And I have to keep doing this because you are a part of my soul. You cannot move away from me. Even if you wish, you cannot separate yourself from me. It may happen that time may come between us. You may then meet me after some months or after a few years. During this time, you may get entangled in some problems, but nevertheless, the bond between my soul and yours shall remain intact. You will not be able to break it or forget about it, because each moment, in each sound and in everything, you shall see my image. Even if you look at yourself in the mirror, you shall only see my form. If you sit down and meditate, you shall feel the chanting of my name emanating from each pore of your body. Then you shall realize that you are a part of my soul and belong only to me. You cannot leave a guru and go to another. Even if you do so, you shall not achieve true peace because you are a part of me. And this relation is not just in this life. It has been thus for the past 25 lives, and in each life I have guided you and have encouraged you to follow me. But this time I am not going to do so. I shall not ask you to chant the Guru Mantra, Om Paramatatvaya Narayana Gurubhyo Namaha. This time I won't ask you to follow me, neither shall I ask you to walk on this path of totality. This time I shall catch hold of your hand and drag you to your goal. You may try to free your hand, but I won't leave it at any cost. You may get entangled in the worldly snares, but I won't let you. You may try to move towards the desert, but I shall stop you. And you may try to embrace death, but I shall remove you from its clutches. I can defeat death. I can look straight into the eyes of death and can kick Yama out of your life. I can do so, and I shall do so because I don't want my disciples to wander about and waste their lives by choosing the path of self-annihilation. I wish that you don't have to take birth again. I wish you do not lose your life in a mire of sins. This time you have to move forward. I wish that this be your lost birth. I wish that you liberate yourself in this very life. You are an ordinary human with a body of flesh and blood. Your birth was nothing extraordinary, but when you come into contact with me, you shall gain a new form. When a porous stone is touched with a piece of iron, the iron gets converted into gold. Coming closer to me means acquiring a golden, radiant form. If gold is covered with a layer of soil, its luster, its brilliance remains unrevealed. Only a guru can remove this cover, this layer of soil. I know your true worth. I recognize your soul and your body. All around you is a great source of Shakti, divine energy. I want you to realize it, hence I am calling out to you. I had done so in your previous life and even in the life before that. I had explained to you that this is not your life. Your parents, your brothers, sisters, relatives, no one shall be with you when you die. You have to cover the journey to death all alone. And when you die, they shall cover your body, take it to the funeral ground and burn it. Then they shall return to their individual lives. No one shall go with you. Hence, you should not choose this way of life. But for the past 25 lives, this is what you are doing. And I have been a witness to each life. And I know your name, your place of birth, your parents, your relatives, and each moment of your previous lives. If you wish, I can tell you the name you had in each life. I can tell you in which state you were. You had no right or capability to choose your parents because you never realized the Brahma. You never achieved true joy and you never even attempted to move towards Brahma. And the biggest mistake which you made was that when I moved forward, you lagged behind. But I shall not allow this mistake to be repeated in this life. Before I used to move forward, and whenever I turned around, I would see you thousands of miles behind. Each time I called out to you, you would come running to me. I would say, "Where were you wandering? What type of life are you leading? This is not your life. Your friends and relatives shall not accompany you. All this is just an illusion in which your fathers and forefathers became lost and thus met with death. Why are you moving on this path of death? This is not the way of life for you." You would listen to my words, and again the winds of this illusioning world would blow you away from me. This is why today I am standing determinedly before you, not as a guru, but as a pillar. For the first time I have taken hold of your hand. For the first time I am trying to purify your blood, and for the first time I am striking you with blows. I want to deal out such hard blows to you that you feel the pain and start moving fast on the right course of life. And whenever you shall stop, I shall again strike out at you, and whenever you feel weak, I shall instill divine strength into you. I know how to deal out blows, and this process in itself has a unique joy. Other gurus can only give dikshas, but they do not know the joy in striking out at a disciple or the joy in experiencing such blows. I want to bestow you with all that which you could not achieve even in 24 lives. In each life you moved forward towards death, but this time I am teaching you how to move away from death. I am showing you a new path, and I am explaining to you that this time death shall not be able to pounce upon you, and it won't be able to snatch your life away. I will not let this happen, because each moment my blows shall keep you alert and my divinity shall be with you. Whenever your blood, your soul and your thoughts shall become solid, I shall guide you on to the right course, because this time I have devoted my entire life for my disciples. I do not have any right over my life. I do not wish to teach you the process of being born again. I don't want you to take birth again. I want you to reach that state of totality where you shall achieve true joy and the divine conscience. And this is possible only when you become one with the Sadguru. And if you do so, then your life shall be filled with the radiance of 1,000 suns. But till now, this has not happened. Each time I showed faith in you, but each time you betrayed me. Each time I listened to your words, and each time I was at loss. You kept speaking, I kept listening. Each time I called out to you, but you paid no heed to my words. Each time you forgot what I said to you and followed the wrong path. Hence, this time I had to think, till when shall this go on? And this is why I said to you that this time I shall not give you the Guru Mantra. I am teaching you how to rebel. This time I am instilling divine conscience into you. This time I am teaching you how to fight. And you have to struggle hard against this society, your parents, your brothers and sisters, your friends and your relatives. You have to fight the stinking orthodox system which has turned you into an inferior, miserable human and has taught you only to move towards death. But now this shall not happen, because a guru means one who leads his disciples to immortality. I have several times done this to you, but each time you have stopped and hesitated to follow me. And when you did this, I was really surprised to see how a part of my own soul became deaf and dumb. Why you could not awaken your conscience even after becoming my disciple? Why no explosive energy generated even after you touched my soul? And why you were not filled with divine enlightenment even after touching my feet? And on deep contemplation, I realized for the first time that you had lagged behind, and that you had betrayed my faith, and that you had been caught in the storm of social life comprising of your wife, sons, daughters, friends and relatives. And in that storm, you are separated from me. I searched everywhere for you. I kept looking for you, kept calling out to you, and then caught up with you. When you were 18 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, again and again you let go of my hand, and each time this was repeated. This time too, this is what seems to be happening. This has happened till today, but now I am giving you a special mantra. You have to become explosive. You have to become a rebel. You have to achieve the highest echelons of life. You have to stake all you have, and flowing like a fast river, you have to merge into the ocean. You have to fuse with the divine form of the Guru, and thus you have to achieve totality in life. I have guided you onto the path which leads to immortality, divinity and totality. And you shall surely achieve this goal, because this time it is I who am holding your hand. May you achieve totality in life. I bless you. Jai Gurudev.